Given all the toll road work happening around the state, and not just in cities, but near the border and in East Texas, do you think that the state might be reaching kind of a maximum point, or like toll road fatigue?
You have some people out there who holler they don't like toll roads. My response to that is, then don't drive on them. You're not required to drive on a toll road. Anybody that gets on a toll road is getting traffic off of a congested road, and they're paying. You hear the second argument, well, that's double taxation. You use our tax money to help build a toll road, and then you charge us a toll to drive on the toll road. That's double taxation, and I don't think that's right. And that is a core philosophical question. Should you use state money to help build a toll road? And so the legislature decided 10 years ago, in 2001, actually it's 12 years ago now, to send it to the voters and let the voters answer that question. And the voters, 68% supported doing that because they want to get out of congestion, they want to go home. And for all the people out there hollering, no more toll roads, I've been watching a chart, and I've been watching it ever since we did the interoperability of tow tags in the state. As there's more toll roads, some people get tow tags. And that chart has been going up at an almost exponentially. And we have almost 6 million vehicles in the state of Texas that have tow tags. More than 1 out of 3 vehicles on the Texas roads have tow tags. Somebody likes riding on toll roads in the state.
And what about you, Representative? Do you feel that there's maybe a breaking point on toll roads, or?
Well, you know, I think certainly there are. When you don't have free alternatives, you know, those become issue. But I think people in North Texas, in the Metroplex and in the Harris County area, I think you've seen a favorable reception because the citizens know that they're not going to go anywhere unless we have that alternative. And so it's an alternative that's used. And if you get on North Texas Tollway, if I flew in today and got out and got on the road, it would be bumper to bumper. And so even that toll road, even this is crowded. It's amazing the cut time. I heard this. They said going from I think they said Plano to Arlington now, the drive is 20% reduced because of the toll roads have been built. And I mean 20 minutes. So think about getting 20 minutes quicker. So if you're the ballpark in Arlington, you like that because if it's 20 minutes quicker to get from Plano all the way over to Arlington, that's pretty exciting for the folks over there. And it's just an example. It speeds things up. If you go on the toll roads during the day in the Metroplex, you see people that are doing work on our homes, whether they're, you know, guys doing plumbing or whatever, because they get more jobs in. You know, you see that they're taking advantage of it. So it's becoming part of the fabric up there. I think we would all say our preference would be no tolls. But at this point, because of the funding issues, if we have no tolls, that means we have no new construction. And I think as even a community here, we see an increase of the toll roads here. Let's not talk about the one that's further east on the town. It's not been quite the traffic count that was anticipated, but as that continues to get connected south and north, I think you're going to, and as the population grows, you're going to see that. You know, everybody can say, well, we don't have enough cars out there now, and we missed it by the numbers, but you know, think about it in 10 years as Austin continues to grow. Y'all aren't going to stop growing, are you? I don't see it. I mean, you're going to be so thankful that it's there, you know, and it's going to have a big impact on the future. And that's what we're worried about is 20 years from now when the population doubles, are we going to just be sitting in traffic, or are we going to actually be having a productive economy?
I think it's also real important to understand that on toll roads, and a lot of people kind of forget this, the way the statutes currently are in Texas, the way we have the laws, that decision's made at a local level.
That's right.
No one is going to go into an Austin or a San Antonio or a Houston or Dallas or something and tell them you have to have this toll road. The local community, through their metropolitan planning organization and their county officials and stuff, they make that decision locally. And they've got some tough choices. They only have a certain allocation for funding that's balanced through the state. And they have to look at that. They look at their congestion and their future growth needs. And then they locally decide we can build 3 projects as toll roads, or we can build this one as a tax road, but we have to wait 10 years to do that. Is that the best thing for the community? Because people are stuck in traffic and the congestion is getting worse. And so they have to wrestle with that as local people. And so it's a local decision. If they say, no, that cannot be a toll road, there's nobody in the state that can make them do it as a toll road. So it's a local decision. And people closest to their communities know best, better than we do. So that's the way we've set the whole thing up.
And I echo that, and I think that's the most important aspect for citizens to know. It's not Texas saying, I mean, it's not the state of Texas saying you shall have. It's y'all make that decision, and if your community chooses to take your allocated portion and multiply it, that's a decision that you have.